Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Jumps and Spots. This is going to be Jumps and Spots on Defender, another really great map in Advanced Warfare once they patch that stupid out of the map glitch. But other than that, this is an incredible map for multiplayer, online, playing any type of game mode like Domination or Hardpoint, anything like that. Most of the spots I'm going to be showing you guys today are extremely useful for online, so make sure you make as much use of them as you possibly can. We're going to start off on this main area spawn point back here. So a lot of people, they like to use this area back here as a area just to run through basically, and a lot of people do end up getting killed on this platform up here from people that are camping out in this little area back here. So if you do get a kill streak or anything like that and you're in this area, what I suggest doing is going down underneath this platform here, because nobody ever comes back here. Go underneath here, use your kill streak, and nobody will ever see you down here because nobody ever comes back here. Extremely useful if you're on an extremely high kill streak and you do not want to die. Let's say you're going for a DNA bomb or anything like that. Definitely use that to your advantage. Another thing that I would like to say to you guys is go up on top of this helicopter thing and just sit here. Just sit here and wait for people to come through this area, because people are so stupid. They don't even look back here because nobody ever comes back here. So like, what's the point? Sit back here, use this thing as cover, and baby, you're gonna pick up a ton of kills just from stupid little noobs running through this area. Like, it's so easy. I've used it so many times online. Definitely suggest doing it. Also, with this area back here, when you're playing hardpoint, there is a hardpoint that does spawn in this area back here. So one thing I suggest doing is, a lot of people, they like to run through this main little hallway thing if there is a hardpoint back here, because they're kind of rushing it, trying to get to the hardpoint. I kind of fell down there and I didn't want to. Alright, so what I suggest doing is crawling right on up to this thing here, and as you can see, you can kind of see all the way to the very back of this hallway, which is extremely useful if people do want to run through this area, because then you can see their feet and you can either shoot their feet out or watch them as they run around this thing here, or if they decide to jump up, you can just kind of stand up and take them out like that, or you can also climb up on top of this thing and then take them out like that too if you see them coming. So also use that to your advantage because it is extremely helpful. Now we're going to move on up to the top area up here. As you guys know, like I said earlier, a lot of people get killed up here and a lot of people like to run through this area, and a lot of people do camp out in this thing. This thing makes me so mad when I'm playing online because people camp it out right here. They just head glitch the crap out of this area. Like these little windows here, this window right here. And if you're coming from over there, you almost have no chance to killing them if they're a decent Call of Duty player. If they're crappy, then you're going to take them out just by running up like this or just by double jumping and taking them out like that. But if they are in that little area and they're getting some shots on you, what I suggest doing is falling back to over here and climbing up this thing, and then just kind of climbing up like this, and then you can take out their heads just like that. They won't even expect you to be over here. You have this thing as your little bit of cover here, and then you have these wires that kind of block you a little bit. They won't even expect you to be over here. You can just take out their heads like that. Bing, bang, boom, they're dead. Very useful. Alright, we also have these little barrels. There's 3 located on this map. This one is somewhat useful if you are in that area right there and somebody's camping right behind this thing. If you can't kill them and you don't want to leave that little area, then what I suggest doing is shooting at this barrel, because the blast range on this thing is absolutely massive. So just kind of, I'm going to go over to the edge here because I do not want to die. So if you shoot this thing, it doesn't look like it's that big of a blast range, right? I was standing right there and I died when I shot at it. So you know that if they're standing right here and you shoot at it, they're going to die pretty much every single time. So definitely use that to your advantage. If you're sitting right here, just shoot at it if they're behind that, and dang, they are done. Alright, so you know that the back of the map over here, if you've played on this map at all, then you should know that a tsunami does flood in this area. So be careful when you're back here, because you do not want to get taken out by that tsunami, because you're going to rage for sure. But what I suggest using is this little thing right here. If you kind of go back to the far back point of this ledge here, if you have a sniper or any kind of assault rifle, like the, what is it? The AK, that's what it is. Any assault rifle that has really good accuracy, or any kind of sniper rifle, use this area to your advantage, because you can pick out a lot of people if they're running through these areas here, and a lot of people like to come through these doorways and down these stairs, so you can take them out like that. And then also if people jump up into this area, you can see them like that too. So use this thing to your advantage. Now if you move over to here, this little thing right here is extremely useful if people are camping out in that little building there. So what you can do, one thing you can do, is climb up on top of it and then crouch down and back up a little bit, and you kind of have these wires for a little bit of cover here, and then you can see into the window there, and you can take them out really easily like this, and they won't really be able to see you. Another thing that I really suggest doing is kind of crouching down right here. Now, you may be thinking, you're leaving half of your body wide out in the open, and they're just going to take you out. But if you guys can see that little thing right there, this thing will help you out so much. So if I go up and I show you what it is, it's another barrel. These barrels are extremely useful, and they're extremely underused. So if you're sitting right here and that barrel is right there and they are standing right beside it, all you got to do is shoot at that barrel, if I can hit it, and then they're instantly dead. Just like that, extremely useful. So use those barrels to your advantage because they come in handy. Also, this tube right here, pretty much nobody knows about. I pretty much just found out about it about 2 minutes ago, actually. So what you can do is this little tube, this tube thingy, it brings you into this little room that nobody ever goes into. And this room, it may seem like nothing, it may seem like crap, and you're just gonna waste time going through here. But you can kind of plop up onto here, and you can kind of take people out like this. So it does kind of help you get through this area a little bit quicker if you want to be more stealth. You can just run through the tube instead of having to jump up here and then jump up here again. Go through the tube and then just jump up through this little thing, or take the ladder if you want to be stealth, and then you can just get up here really quickly. Really useful. Also, another thing that I suggest using is this window right here. So unfortunately, you cannot climb up onto anything and just get a clear sight through the window, but when you're playing domination, the B flag, it does spawn right here, and a lot of people, they like to lay down right on the B flag just like this, or they want to kind of go over to here and they just want to camp this out and wait for people to come from this way. Same thing with this way. So what I suggest doing is, if you're coming from down here, instead of going AWOL and just jumping right on up there, use this little tube to your advantage. Go down here, and if you got a nade, put it right through this window, because that nade will go right onto that little B flag right there, and it will take out pretty much anybody that is camping out the B flag right here. So definitely use that to your advantage, because it has helped me out a ton, and I guarantee if you guys use it, it will help you out too. So if we move back on over to here, people do spawn back here, but you can't really do much. I mean, you can run up here and just kind of rush it, and then hope that you can get to this little area right here. I don't know what this thing's called. It's like a concrete building thing. But another thing that you can do, if you do not want to rush it, what you can do is you can kind of climb up onto this thing right here, which I really suggest doing, because then you won't get killed just going AWOL through this area. So you can climb up onto this thing, and you can use this as advantage, just kind of like head glitch it and peek over the top. Take out everybody that you can kind of see, and then make your way up to this little thing right here. Use this as cover. Take out some more people, and then you can move on up to this thing right here. So it does help you out a lot if you do not want to get killed. Also, use this metal thing to your advantage, because if you go up on top of it, you can see that you can crouch down and use another head glitch to kind of peek over the top of this thing if anybody's running from that ledge right over there. So yeah, that's pretty much for this. That's pretty much it for this side of the map. Now we're going to move on over to here, where a C flag usually spawns in domination. I believe there is another hard point that does spawn in here too. You guys know, if you're using this thing right here, this thing is outstandingly amazing when you're playing online. Definitely use this to your advantage if you are not already, because if you're sitting right here, you can head glitch the crap out of it, and tons of people don't even look when they're running through this area. Tons of people just jump on through these windows, and if you're just sitting right here, you can take them out just by spraying. You don't even have to aim half the time, because people are so stupid and they just run right in through here. So use these boxes to your advantage, and I guarantee you will pick up a ton of kills, as well as this too, because a lot of people, they like to sprint through this area too. So just kind of peek up over top of this and use this to your advantage as well. Also, if you are coming from the other side, let's say you're coming from over here and you want to get over to this area over here, but there are people up there, or if somebody's coming over this ledge right here and you don't want to jump up, get out into the open and then have them perfectly see you and get a perfect shot at you, what I suggest doing is using this, climbing up onto it. If you can get to the area, the little thing right here, climbing up just like that, and then using this little thing as cover, and you can see all the way to the top of this ledge, even out that shooting field, but they will not be able to see you instantly. They may see you after a couple seconds, but you better get that first shot off before they see you, and I guarantee you will get that kill almost every single time. As well as if people are coming from over here, you can kind of move to the side, and then if people come up over top of that little ramp there, you can see them as they run through here. You can also use your X and climb up on top of it. You get more out into the open, but you have a clearer shot, and you can take them out just like that. Now if we move on into the middle part of the map here, There isn't much in this little area, but there is this little box thing. This box thing, if you lay down, you can kind of go inside of it. So if people are coming through these little ramps here, if they're running through here, you can just lay down in this box and they won't be able to see you at all. I mean, they'll be able to see your name and maybe your feet a little bit, but they will not see you at first, and you'll be able to get the first shot off on them. Same thing applies with this little box right here. This one's a little bit harder though, because it does put you in a prone block, but what you can do is just kind of move right up to here. There we go. There isn't a prone block here. All right, so you can kind of see that if people, oh, there it is right there. But yeah, you know what, you get the point. So that is pretty much it for this map, guys. A lot of these spots are really useful. Definitely try and use these things to your advantage because they help out a ton. And thank you for watching, guys. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.